Welcome to the Yorkshire Dales. Today I'm going to be walking to Grassington and I'm going to be reflecting on Luke's account of the road to Emmaus. Now on that same day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all these things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself came near and went with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing with each other while you walk along?" They stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answered him, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who does not know the things that have taken place in these days?" He asked them, "What things?" They replied, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how our chief priests and leaders handed him over to be condemned to death and crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel. Yes, and besides all this, it is now the 3rd day since these things took place. Moreover, some women of our group astounded us. They were at the tomb early this morning, and when they did not find his body there, they came back and told us that they had indeed seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see him." Then he said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" Then, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them the things about himself in all the scriptures. We'll have the second part of the passage towards the end of the journey, and we'll reflect on the first part of the passage during the journey. I'm now leaving behind me Bastow Wood in North Yorkshire, and I'm heading for Grassington, a small village, quite quaint little village. It's quite a grey morning actually, and it's quite windy and actually quite cold. But I was thinking about whether I'm putting gloves on or not, but at the moment I'm just about all right. But we will see how we go and see where this journey leads us. I'm coming up now to the first gate. Looks a fairly recent gate, this one. That's it. We'll look it up again. Very quiet. Absolutely no one around. I wonder if I see any other walkers on my walk. But it's the open countryside again. The whole of God's creation here. It's just taking in the air, just breathing it and being in this open space. It just feels so rewarding, so refreshing, so relaxing. And even being on my own, well, I'm not on my own because, like the disciples on the road to Emmaus, I know the Lord is walking with me now and watching my steps. But it really is exhilarating, this. I'm going to stop a minute and just look. I mean, that's a view in itself. But I bet as I move on, there's going to be better and better views, particularly as we come up towards Grassington, and hopefully we'll get a nice view of the village from high up, because I know, looking at the map, that we go down into Grassington. Seem to recall Grassington is on the main road through Grassington, the little village, is on a hill, so we will definitely be going down. Ah, we're coming up a hill now. Yeah, look at that view. Wall after wall after wall. Each one is marking out a boundary. I'll tell you what about this walk. It's going to be quite a lot of up and down, I think. But that's to be expected in the Yorkshire Dales. A lot of up and down. Oh, it's a long way up now. Steady myself, take some deep breaths, and just go for it. It is a long way up. It's interesting how there's grass all around, and then we've got these sort of stones or even boulders. Maybe parts of old walls that were there once, now gone. Things don't last forever, except the eternal love of God. And I feel I'm halfway to the top, perhaps just. And it's quite windy. Quite a strong breeze. I'm going to stop for a minute, just get my breath. We'll soldier on. Oh, this looks nice. Yeah. Another wall on my right over there, running parallel with me. Some more walls up there, sort of almost crisscrossing each other in the distance. Must have been all thought out and planned meticulously, I'd like to think. Incredible seeing how they sort of go up and then down for the contours of the hill. I mean, although it's a grey day, it doesn't feel like it's going to rain. It's a bit of light in the distance, but the clouds, whilst they're a bit dark, don't look threatening. And as they always say, famous last words. But we will see. I think it might be brightening up a bit. Those disciples who were walking on the road to Emmaus, I think about them and what I read a bit earlier on. I mean, I'm walking now and I'm trying to imagine what it was like if I had the other disciple with me, or both disciples, what it would be like walking on the road to Emmaus, having lost the person who you thought was going to be there to free you, to redeem Israel. He'd gone. Of course, we know how the story finishes, but they didn't. To them, it must have been very demoralising to have lost Jesus. And why did they not recognise him? Perhaps because they didn't have faith. But interestingly, the reading actually says their eyes were prevented from seeing him. The passive tense, their eyes were prevented from seeing him. First of all, to them, Jesus is a stranger. They don't recognise him. Then suddenly, he becomes the visitor. He's visiting the area. Have you not heard all these things that have been going on? They asked him. And then finally, in the second part of the passage, which I will read towards journey's end, he is the Lord. Of course, he is the Lord the whole time, but they don't recognise him. Well, we'll read the rest of that passage as we come to journey's end, and we'll reflect on the passage further. But to me, that road to Emmaus is one of the most important passages in the New Testament. It's saying, if you look for the Lord, he's there in the end. Jesus standing at the door and knocking. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. And if we answer, he is there for us. Always there. Now this is pleasant. There's a nice view. I'm not sure if that is... I think that might be Grassington over there. As we come down the hill, we might get a better view of it. So I'm going to soldier on. Come down the hill, and when I get to the bottom of this bit, we'll take a good look. Well, I'm pretty sure in the distance that is Grassington. So we've not got too far to go, but I'm not sure we go in a straight line. I think we sort of go around the houses, so to speak. So it might not look too far, but we've still got quite a bit of a journey to do. You know, sometimes you look for something and you think, where have I put that? And you're looking everywhere. And when you come back to where you first started, it's there. You just missed it. You couldn't see it. And to some extent, I wonder if that's what was happening to the disciples. They were on that road to Emmaus. One wonders even if they took in the scenery because they were so sad about the loss of Jesus. And they certainly didn't take in Jesus, didn't recognise him. You don't see things when you're sort of in a state. And I've often done that. I'm looking for something and when I can't find it, I get even into more of a panic that I can't find it, and that makes it worse. I remember my dear wife saying to me, just keep calm, take some deep breaths, take your time, retrace your steps, you will find it. And do you know what? That always worked. I had a heck of a lot of good advice from her, and I always remember the advice, and it is the way to do it. Just take your time, retrace your steps. Of course, in this particular case, the disciples weren't retracing their steps, they were just moving forward onto Emmaus, as I am moving forward onto Grassington. Ah, that's beautiful. Look at that down there. I'll just come over this bit here and we'll just take a look. I've got another wall coming up. Well, I say another wall, I mean another wall, but haven't had one for a while. But we'll go across that. Ah, look at that now. That's a lovely, lovely view. I'm going to just stop over here. Yeah. Grassington village. And it's brightening up. You couldn't ask for more. Beautiful. Right, we will soldier on, find the way across this field, which seems to me that it's got some cows in it. So I won't disturb them. I'll go the best way I can. But Grassington is certainly looking nearer now. I do like doing walks in other places, but to me there's nothing that beats the Yorkshire Dales. Whilst a lot of it can appear to be the same, it's the same but varied. Different landscapes, different setups, different layouts, different views, but always a blessing to see it. I think that's my wall over there. Yeah, I can see a gap. As they came near the village to which they were going, he walked ahead as if he were going on. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, because it is almost evening, and the day is now nearly over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us?" That same hour they got up and returned to Jerusalem, and they found the 11 and their companions gathered together. They were saying, "The Lord has risen indeed, and he has appeared to Simon." Then they told what had happened on the road, and how he had been made known to them in the breaking of the bread. Morning. Morning. I'm looking forward at some point to a coffee at Grassington. Oh. Right, where are we now? Here we are. quarter of a mile to Grassington. Right. The book I'm reading from is by Dennis McBride, The Road to Emmaus and Beyond. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us?" As Luke devotes more attention than the other evangelists to Jesus' presence at meals during the ministry, it is hardly surprising that he clearly associates the presence of the risen Jesus with meals. The meal serves the purposes of Jesus. Its social setting provides a natural occasion for Jesus' self-revelation and the disclosure of why he has come. As a time for fellowship, it is also an offer of salvation. It is an event where the Word of God is shared as a word which brings life. Right, down the hill, turn left, and then we are going to be coming into Grassington village. I think we're going to find more people. This is Chapel Lane. Quaint little houses along here. I always find it interesting just looking at house names. Prospect Cottage. Oh, some don't have names, that's just 13A. That one's got a sign, caution dogs running free. And let's just have a look here. View across the fields. Now that building ahead, given the shape of it, what it is, I would think that is a Methodist church. It's got that feeling about it. Let's go and have a look. Grassington Methodist Church. Look at that, walk with God. It's just what I've been doing. Walking with the Lord on the Emmaus Road. Morning.
Morning. Go past.
Yeah, by all means, it's a free route, yes. Fine, thank you. Morning. Morning.
As if you own a little bit.
Minister, Reverend Dr. Tracy Darling. Well, here we are, look at that. The walk part has got sheep with daffodils, by the look of it. The width And that walk looks like it's spring. The width is like a summer scene, and the God scene at the end is very wintry. So it's all the seasons there. There we are. We'll make a move on. Coming to Grassington now. Well, this is the town hall, and I'm told that the northeast region of the handbell ringers of Great Britain are here today. So let's go in and listen to the Beverley Town handbell ringers' small ensemble. Morning. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much. Most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like any sugar?
I've got the Sweetex, thanks. Thanks for the offer. That's lovely. Lovely, most welcome. Thank you. Gosh, that's a big bit. Big bit of lemon drizzle cake. Yes, the book that I've been using is The Road to Emmaus and Beyond by Dennis McBride. A good read. Well, we'll dig into this now. What a large piece of drizzle cake. Very welcome. Lovely. Very nice little place, is the cake house. Explore a bit more of the village shortly after I finish my coffee. Coming down the main street at Grassington now. Morning.
Hi there.
Quite busy for fairly early morning. Oh, we're coming up to the area where they filmed the new Channel 5 series All Creatures Great and Small. Looks like something might be going on, so we'll go and have a look. Morning. Here we are. There's the Drover's Arms that features in the series. And the other shops that have been dressed ready for filming, presumably today. Let's go and have a look at the vet's house. As you can see, ready dressed Esfahan veterinary surgeon. Exterior scenes of All Creatures Great and Small filmed here. Very good. We've got some lovely old style boards up here. Lyle's, Bourneville Cocoa and Bovril. Take Bovril and prevent that sinking feeling. Makes a nice view, this town square. Ideal for filming and very quiet this time of the morning. Haven't seen any film crew, but it's clearly ready for it. There you go, the Rustic Rabbit gift shop, open as usual, dressed for filming. But today is Higgins, the baker and confectioner. Let's go and see if we can find out what's going on. Morning.
Morning.
Will there be filming today?
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday's filming.
Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday. You're just getting it all ready.
Yeah, you're gonna make all the shop and.
You're doing the whole lot. Are you doing those as well?
You start from there. That
Yeah.
that side is busy, too busy there. I don't
Yeah.
know what they're gonna take. No, the street, the small street. Go
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Put a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Make him shop. Put all names,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you work?
All the board. Look at the board.
Yeah, I see the board. Yeah, just had a look at that. Brilliant. And do you work on other series as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
What other
I'm
ones?
just security guard there.
Sorry?
I'm just.
Oh, you're security. Oh, okay. You're keeping an eye on
I'm
all the
just keeping
equipment.
That parking empty.
Yeah. Oh, right. Because you'll need it.
The film
Yeah, yeah.
One there.
Yeah.
He's the one in the parking.
Yeah. I better leave you to it. So you're obviously busy.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you. All the very best. Have a good day. That was interesting. So filming on Tuesday then, not today. So I won't see any filming. But interesting how they're going to dress all this. When you actually see the series on Channel 5, that's it'll all be dressed. Look like I guess the 1930s. There's the Drover's Arms that was originally the Devonshire, doubling as the Drover's Arms. Fascinating. Sort of funny looking at the place with the buildings decked out ready for filming. Well, this takes you back in time. But I've been glad today that I've been able to reflect on the journey to Emmaus and how that story ends with joy. Those two disciples were filled with immense joy. The Lord has risen indeed. Hallelujah. And they went back and met the others and told them they had seen the Lord. So there we are. That's the end of my walk to Emmaus. And I look forward to some further walks in due course. So until next time, God bless and goodbye.